Senator Lou Fredrick.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, I appreciate the presentation by my colleague from Northeast and Southeast Portland. In particular, his concern about the Electoral College. Let's remember that under the Electoral College, the initial system, I would be considered 3/5 of a person. And that was why it was started. That's why one of the reasons that we had that was to try to deal with the free and the slave states. But I want you to know I rise in favor of this particular resolution. I rise in favor of this resolution often because of a picture that I have, my folks have, and it says, and you'll pardon me, remember it was 1964, it said one man, one vote. I was marching in a number of demonstrations during that time as a 12-year-old and younger to talk about the issues related to the ability for folks to, in fact, vote. However, the issue that I am concerned about is a different one. The issue is one of credibility. We have states like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, and I could go on a list that would sound something like a Howard Dean scream of all the states that have had the problems. In Alabama, they decided that they would require a driver's license, and then they decided that they were going to close down the DMV centers in counties that had a majority black population. That's pretty obvious where things were going there. In Florida and Georgia, you've heard constantly about some of the shenanigans that various folks have done to try to keep people from voting. North Carolina, Ohio, Michigan, and then let's go to the issue in terms of hackable machines, voting machines. It is an issue that I think we need to worry about, whether we're going to have, in fact, a credible vote. It is something that I continue to be concerned about. I am not as concerned about it here in Oregon because we have a paper ballot and because we have a mail-in ballot and because I hope we will have an auditing system that will also make the vote a lot more credible and a situation where people would believe that their vote is in fact counted. In my district, one of the House districts in my Senate district had a record in 2012. We had more of the 10 precincts in my district, we had 8 of them had a 90% plus voter turnout. I want to keep that going. I want us to make sure that people are in fact showing up to vote and voting. And we need to do that. And I think this provides a way for us to encourage that and support it. So I urge your vote a yes on Senate Bill 870. Thank you.
Senator Alan Olson.
Thank you, Mr. President. To the bill.
To the bill.
Thank you very much. Interesting bill. Extremely interesting.